What's going on YouTube? It's the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. On this channel, I cover primarily fragrances, but I also jump into some styling, some grooming content. That way, when you go out there in the world, man, you look great and you smell great. That's how it should be. So if you're into that kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe and make sure you enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So that way, anytime I upload a new video, you're going to be one of the first people to get notified. Guys, guess what? Today is a very special day. It's like a holiday. It should be like a national holiday in my mind. It's my birthday. Yeah, it is my birthday, man. I am so thankful for the big man upstairs for blessing me, allowing me to see another year. You know, it's been nothing but, great. I'm so thankful for his grace and mercy and allowing me to make it through another year. And thankful for you guys. Listen, guys, I work full time and you guys give me the motivation to keep going. I love doing this, number one, but also, of course, like I always say, without you guys, I would be just a crazy person talking to a camera. So thankful for life, so thankful for you guys. Again, for continuing to give me that motivation, man, to keep going. So thank you very much. And what better way to celebrate than to talk about some fragrances, right? So a thing that seems to be a very hot topic here in the fragrance community as of late is the whole idea of clone fragrances. For those of you that have been living under a rock, a clone fragrance is basically a scent DNA that has been replicated by, in most instances, of course, a more popular, more expensive fragrance. Now, the whole thrill behind clone fragrances is that you can get a fragrance for a fraction of the cost that smells, in most cases, very close, to the original fragrance. Now, personally, a lot of these fragrances, guys, honestly, when I really put them on and dig my nose into it, yeah, I can smell that they're not as well done. They don't use quite as quality the ingredients of the originals in most cases. But like I always say, most people in the world don't care about that. All right, they just know when you walk past them that smells like Acqu Di Gio and that kind of smells like Acqu Di Gio. So it is what it is. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because the cost perspective is one thing that really, of course, is intriguing about clone fragrances. You pay a fraction of the cost from the original, but it really, really gets people excited when also you get great performance out of these clones. And I have some clone fragrances in my collection that really have great performance, and I want to share them with you. A gift to you on my birthday. That's just the kind of guy I am. So if you want to see what I have on the list, you guys know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. We'll be right back.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump into the video. I almost forgot to tell you guys, the wife treated me to a very special birthday gift. I'm going to be going to see my Dallas Cowboys play the Carolina Panthers, so I'm super excited. But anyway, let's get to the fragrances. So I'm not really breaking down notes and stuff like this, guys. I'm just going to really tell you what the fragrance, this clone, smells like. And again, the fragrances that I have on the list, all of these have at least that 7 hours. Now, listen, guys, most fragrances last about that between that 4 and 6 hours, most fragrances, when we talk about real performance. But all of these clones got that 6.5, 7 to even 8+ in some cases hour performance. So really, really great performance on these fragrances. So let's get into them. The first one that I have here is one that I got this bottle quite some time ago. But this is from the brand of Armo. This is Club de Nuit Intense Woman. Club de Nuit Intense Woman. And this fragrance smells very, very, very close to Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Of course, which is a fragrance that is rose-centric, but it has some very, really sexy elements to it. Kind of a chocolatey nuance. A very, very smooth rose fragrance. This one, I would say, is about that 90-95% percentile, close to Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Now, a lot of the times, like when a fragrance initially comes out, and that's the originals and the clones, in my experience, a lot of times that's going to be the best you get for performance. Once, you know, regulations start to come in and they have to take this in and put this out, all these different things start to happen, sometimes the performance starts to be affected. So this was one of the earlier formulations of Club de Nuit Intense Woman. I've noticed with Club de Nuit, even with Club de Nuit Intense Man, like the bottle I got from like 2017, 18 performs a lot better than ones I picked up around 2020, 21. So anyway, at the end of the day, this is one that has great performance. On my skin, I get about 7.5 hours of great performance and projection out of this one. So if you're looking for one and you like rose, check this one out from Armo, Club de Nuit Intense Woman. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one that smells similar to Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomade, and this is called Nouveau Ombre. This is Nouveau Ombre. I actually got this one from Joma's shop. And like I said, it smells similar to Ombre Nomade from Louis Vuitton. You guys know how much I love that fragrance. It's really, like, really smoky rose fragrance. Really smoky. Now, for some people, that's a little bit of a turnoff, but I actually love that fragrance. Now, this isn't as smoky as Ombre Nomade, but you're gonna get all the other elements of Ombre Nomade in this bottle. And like I said, it really performs great. Now, I do have another one as well that really smells similar to Ombre Nomade, and I get even better performance out of this one. That one is about that 7.5. This one is 8+ easy, and it keeps going and going. And this one is from the brand of Al Haramain, and this is called Amber Musk. And honestly, this one smells even closer to the Ombre Nomade DNA than the previous fragrance that I just talked about, the Nouveau Ombre. This one smells really close to that DNA. It's really close. It has that smoky aspect to it, but this one has a little bit more of, as the name indicates, of a musky dry down. But it still does have the smoke there. It has the rose smell there, the oud, in the smoke, but it has a little bit more of a musky dry down. And that musk really helps this fragrance to really push. So honestly, that one's close, but this one's even closer and performs a little bit better. Although they both have great performance, but if you're looking for a great clone of Ombre Nomade, check this one out from Al Haramain. This is called Amber Musk. All right, guys, one of my favorite Tom Ford private blends, and I have quite a few of them in my collection, is one of the classics, and that's Tobacco Vanille. And this clone smells very close, and it performs really great on my skin. This is called Tobacco Vanille. Charuto Tobacco Vanille. Love this bottle, man. Really creative bottle from Pandora Scents. And like I said, it smells like tobacco vanille, all right? So that tobacco that you get, the vanilla from the original Tom Ford fragrance, that all is present in this fragrance. This is a really good clone of Tobacco Vanille. I'm pretty sure there are some other ones out there, but this is the best one that I've ever put my nose on. It's really close to the original. Like I said, the tobacco in there, the vanilla in there, the spices is in there as well, like the dried fruits. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. And again, I don't want to be sound like a broken record, but all of these fragrances have at least that 7 hours or so of performance, solid performance. And again, that is really good for a fragrance, because you know that's really what you need for a day's worth of work. You know, about that 7.5, 8 hours or so. So check this one out, guys. Again, if you're looking for a good Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille clone that performs, check this one out. Again, this is called Charuto Tobacco Vanille. All right, guys, this next fragrance is from one of those brands that's really kind of cornering the market when you talk about colognes. Paris' Corner from the Amir collection. I've talked about this fragrance before. It's so good. This is Frenetic Delicios. Frenetic Delicios. And this smells like, yep, you guessed it. It smells like Fab Delicios from the brand of Christian Dior. Now, unfortunately, it looks like, at least for right now, I don't know if it's been completely discontinued, but they do no longer have Fab Delicios on Dior's website available for purchase. What a shame. I'm glad I have a bottle just in case it never comes back. because that is a fragrance that if it is discontinued, it is going to fetch a heavy penny on the market. Beautiful gourmand fragrance, cherry, vanilla, praline. I mean, you think about it, it's in that fragrance. Sandalwood, just about any, again, gourmand note. Tonka bean, it's in there. And this is a very, very close replica of that fragrance. Now, this one has seemed to be a little bit harder to find as well. But guys, if you're looking for something that is going to give you about 90 to 95% of what Fab Delicios gives you, if you love gourmands, check this one out because it smells very similar and it has really good performance. Again, this one is called Frenetic Delicios. All right, guys, this next fragrance is from the brand of Armo as well. It was released, I think, this year or late last year. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but this is Club de Nuit Untold. Club de Nuit Untold. And of course, this smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. And when I talked about this before in my initial review of this fragrance, it is really, really close to Baccarat Rouge 540. Really, really close. And again, when you talk about paying about 40 to 45 bucks for a fragrance like Baccarat, a clone of Baccarat, I should say, that's, you know, so popular, that tells you why this fragrance right here was so popular. And the fact, of course, that it has really, really solid performance on my skin. So won't spend as much time on this one because this is, of course, one of those fragrances that I think, you know, everybody has been talking about and everybody probably has in the collection at this point. But on my skin, I get really great performance out of this. Really, really impressive. Again, this is the first batch of it. I don't know what it is going to be like 2 years from now. Probably going to be a little bit watered down. So get yourself a bottle now while you can. Again, check out Club de Nuit Untold. All right, guys, now I have 4 fragrances left, and all of them are made to smell like Kilian's Angel Share. Some of them closer than others. But I have 4 of them. I'm going to start with the 2 that's not quite as close. Well, and you guys know, this one right here from Lattafa, this is Camera. Now, I get great performance out of this fragrance. I get really great performance out of it, but it's only like a 50-60% similarity to Angel Share to me. This is more like a powdery, really vanilla-centric fragrance. You know, so it doesn't really have the cinnamon and the praline and that oak, that woody oak, slight smokiness that you get from Angel Share. That stuff is not present in this fragrance. This is really, again, like more of a powdery vanilla fragrance with slight hints of those nuances, but this is more about the vanilla and the powder. You know, so not that close to Kilian's Angel Share to me, but I don't want to get it misunderstood. It does smell good, and again, it performs really, really good. Camera from Lattafa. Now, I also have, this one is kind of, if that one's about 50%, this one is about at that 80%. This one is from Kajal, and this is called Intoxicate Lafide, I'm sorry. Lafide. Now, this is another one that has that apple cinnamon thing going on. Not quite as smoky as the original Angel Share, but this is really, really good. Again, this is about at that 80-85% similarity to the original Angel Share from by Kilian. So this is one that not as many people talk about, but guys, this one is really, really good. Again, it's called Lafide. Check that one out. So if you're looking for another alternative to Kilian's Angel Share, one that has good performance, definitely check this one out. Now, I go back and forth with these last 2 as it pertains to which one smells closer to Angel Share. Both of these are about at 90-95%. And this is Kismet Angel. And of course, this one is Fire Your Desire. I think I just kind of lean more towards this one because I got this one first. And maybe because I like the bottle a little bit more. But as far as scent profile, both of these are about 90-95% similar to the original Kilian's Angel Share. And of course, you guys know what Angel Share is all about, man. Apple, cinnamon, kind of woody, smoky oak note on the base of the fragrance. Praline, just a phenomenal scent. Honestly, Kilian's Angel Share is a fragrance that if you've noticed, if you're paying attention, just like Aventus, just like Baccarat Rouge 540, it's starting to have so many different companies take a stab at the DNA because it is that good. It is that good. It is that highly sought after in the market And these two fragrances especially did a good job of kind of capturing the DNA. And again, as the theme of the list indicates, these perform really, really good on my skin. So those are 4 fragrances that are kind of in the same vein of Kilian's Angel Share that have really, really solid performance. So if you're looking for an alternative to that fragrance, those are 4 that your boy recommends. But that is it, guys. That is my time. What are some clones you have in your collection that perform really, really well? Myself, and of course the other guys, I'm sure, would love to hear from you down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments out to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.